It's Sunday morning. The sun casts golden beams through stained glass windows. A small countryside church awakens with hymns and murmured greetings. Children laugh softly outside, deacons set out communion trays, and the choir rehearses a familiar melody. But at the very back, hidden in shadow, sits a man no one expects. His name is Matthew Kane. Tattered coat. Weathered hands. A face hollowed by time and torment. He hasn't set foot in a church in 27 years. And today, he doesn't know why he walked in. Something just pulled him here. He lowers his head. The preacher begins. If you've wandered far, there's still a seat at the table for you. If you've fallen, the Father's arms are still open. Matthew clenches his fists. His chest tightens. He doesn't believe he deserves that kind of mercy. Matthew was once a youth pastor. Filled with zeal. Passionate about saving souls. Married to Grace, a bright-eyed choir singer, and father to their daughter, Lily. But life turned sharply. One night, a drunk driver veered into their car. Only Matthew survived. He blamed himself. For being late. For insisting they drive. For not swapping seats with Lily. The grief cracked him open. He left ministry. Then faith. Then himself. He drifted city to city. Homeless at times. Addicted at others. Angry at God always. But God never let go. Now he sits in the last pew, shaking. Every hymn sounds like an old memory. Every scripture stings like a scar. He hears footsteps behind him. A young girl, no older than 10, taps his shoulder. "Mister, do you want a bulletin?" And, my mom says you can sit closer, if you want. Matthew looks up. She's got Lily's eyes. He can't speak. Just nods. The girl smiles and skips away. He grips the wooden pew, breathless. The pastor, unaware of Matthew's presence, reads from Luke 15, the parable of the prodigal son. And while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. Matthew whispers, "Too far off, too far gone." The man beside him turns and says, "You're not the only one who thought that. I sat in the same pew, last Easter." Matthew's eyes meet his. A recovering addict. A former inmate. Someone with a story too. Hope flickers. As the congregation lines up for communion, Matthew remains seated. But then he hears it, the choir sings, "Amazing Grace." He remembers Grace, his wife. Her voice. Her faith. Her belief that broken people aren't discarded, they're rebuilt. He stands. Walks slowly to the front. Every step feels like a mile. Hands trembling, he receives the bread. Then the cup. And for the first time in 27 years, he prays. "God, if you're still there. I'm still here." After the service, the pastor approaches. "You're welcome here. Not just on Sundays. Every day." Matthew nods, emotion in his eyes. He looks to the front pew, the little girl waves again. Her mother joins her, placing a hand on her shoulder. It's not his family, but it's a glimpse of one. He smiles for the first time in decades. He doesn't know what comes next. But he knows this, he won't sit in the last pew forever. Next time, he might even sit near the front.